going somewhere after all these weeks. I've been so bored in Vienna. And going home doesn't seem so bad after all. For a while, I mean, before we start out again. Oh, Sam, dear, you were so right about Kurt. I can't think how you guessed it. His family may be as old as the Colosseum, but when I saw his mother, my dear, she was the most awful old country farm.
Don't, Fran.
Don't what?
Don't ride Kurt and his mother that way, that's all.
I'm sorry, Sam. I'll be good. Though I should have hardly expected you to defend them. Sam, I suppose I ought to beg you to forgive me. I thought of it, but I know how you always let bygones be bygones, and this is such a wonderful ending to all our escapades. Well, Sam, why don't you say something?
Maybe I don't have anything to say.
I just don't seem able to strike the congenial note, that's all. I do think you might meet me halfway, Sam. As I look back, I don't blame myself. I can't really. You were a good deal at fault, too. After all, you have been seeing that Courtright woman.
Well, what about her?
Well, nothing. Sam, will you look at the hat that woman has on? Isn't it dreadful? Really, why do they allow such people in first class? Sam, wait till you see the clothes I got in Vienna.
Oh, Stuart.
Really...
Yes, sir?
Go to Suite 7 on B deck, get the suitcase marked SD, and bring it here.
Yes, sir.
Well, what are you getting your luggage for?
I'm not sailing with you.
You're not sailing?
No use trying to put it tactfully.
Sam!
We just can't make a go of things any longer.
And this is the man I've loved for 20 years. Why, Sam, you haven't learned a thing, not one single thing from all our sorrows. And I've been flattering myself you really wanted to come back to me.
I tried, didn't I?
Oh, I might have known you'd be just the same. I did know it. And yet I gave you another chance.
I'm not taking another chance.
All ashore is going ashore.
That's me. I'm through, Fran. Finished.
Oh, but Sam, what's going to become of me?
I don't know. You'll have to stop getting younger someday.
Do you think you'll ever get me out of your blood?
Maybe not, but love has got to stop somewhere short of suicide.
Sam Dodsworth, are you going back to that washed-out Mrs. Courtright?
All ashore is going ashore.
Goodbye, Fran. Goodbye.
Thank you, Bette Davis, Walter Huston, and Nan Sunderland for appearing in Samuel Goldwyn's great motion picture, Dodsworth, adapted for radio by Bill Hampton. Your performances were indeed magnificent.
Thank you for all of us, Mr. Bradley. It's always a pleasure to appear on this program for the benefit of the Motion Picture Relief Fund, but today was a particular pleasure for me working with Mr. and Mrs. Huston. In just a moment, they'll be back to tell you about next week's program. But first, a word from one of America's foremost beauty experts, Lady Esther.
Thank you, Miss Davis. Do you know that most of our superstitions, like knocking on wood and saying bless you when someone sneezes, go back for many generations, back to ancient times? And the reason such superstitions live on century after century is because people are afraid to give them up. They feel there may be some truth to them. Yes, and some people don't like to give up the old familiar ways of doing things either. I could show you hundreds of letters from women who say they used the same old method of skin care for years without realizing how very little it did for them. But they could see the difference right away when they changed to Lady Esther Four-Purpose Face Cream, the cream that brings your skin 4 important aids to beauty, all in a single jar. First, it thoroughly cleans your skin. Removes even the stubborn dirt from the tiny pore openings. Second, it softens your skin. Relieves the dryness that may cause little lines. Third, it makes your skin look fresher by helping nature refine the pores. And finally, it leaves a smooth, flattering base for powder and makeup. So why cling to methods that fail to bring results? Change to Lady Esther Four-Purpose Face Cream and see how quickly your skin looks a lot smoother, fresher, and lovelier.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nan Sunderland and Mr. and Mrs. Walter Huston.
Next week, Lady Esther and the Squealgin Players will bring you a great love story. A story of, darn it, Nan, what is it a story of?
It's Hold Back the Dawn, Walter. And it stars Margaret Lindsay, Susan Hayward, and Charles Boyer.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Thank heaven I married you instead of Fran Dodsworth.
Next week, then, Lady Esther will present the Screen Guild Players and Hold Back the Dawn, starring Charles Boyer, Susan Hayward, and Margaret Lindsay. Be sure to listen. Walter Huston can now be seen in Yankee Doodle Dandy. Bette Davis can currently be seen in Now Voyager, both Warner Brothers productions. Music on tonight's show was arranged and conducted by Wilbur Hatch. The Screen Guild Players are presented every Monday night at this time by Lady Esther. This is Truman Bradley speaking for Lady Esther, saying thank you and good night.
This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.